Okay, I know you had the big win back in May, the big knockout. I guess just how important was it for you to get that result and just get back in the win column?
It was real important to me to get back in the win column and get the finish that I was looking for. But right now, I'm trying to reestablish that by getting another one this Saturday.
Absolutely. You know, it's interesting because you had a 5-month break before that fight, a 5-month into this one. I'm wondering if that's actually maybe better. Like, are you finding that to be better because you had such a busy last year, but you ended up with a couple setbacks?
Man, we be trying to clock in for real, for real. As long as I'm ready, though, that's the biggest thing. You know, they called me for the JDM fight back when, you know, he had fought at the Apex. And I felt like, you know, it was too much of a short time to fight somebody at that, you know, level. So I was just like, hey, let's make it for not September. Yeah, September, you know what I'm saying? August, and out in Sydney. And when we wasn't able to, you know, make that happen, he had that fight with Kevin Holland, which is whatever. It was a dope fight between both of them. But I really wanted to have that fight, you know, that time. But I really wanted to just make sure that I was prepared and I was ready for anybody that I get into the cage with. But I'm always trying to get out there and fight at the end of the day.
Is it tough as a fighter to kind of take that mature approach to your career? Because I know as a fighter, you're just going to be like, yeah, I'll fight anybody, anytime, anywhere. But that's not really necessarily the smart way to manage a career at the highest level.
No, not at all. But like I said, though, as long as you have the preparation and you prepare for any opportunity, then you should take it, you know. But if you're not ready, then, yeah, it's not going to be the smartest idea whatsoever.
Yeah. Back at 170, I mean, is this the future for sure? Have you found it to be difficult? Has it been lifestyle changes? What's it been for you?
It's been good, bro. Been a whole lifestyle change. You know, me being able to eat clean and eat better for myself. Bro, we ripped up right now. You know, I actually want to take off the shirt. Matter of fact, fuck that, man. I'm gonna show the world, bro, what we doing. You know. I got the silk, you know, a little something, but you know the ass popping. You know, look that oil, boy. That's that baby oil. But, you know, I'm just flexed out here, you know. And I feel like all the work I've been putting in and the preparation that I have done, you know, it shows in not just my fight, but my physique. When I step on the scale, everybody sees all the hard work that I done put in, you know. So I'm definitely going to have a good time.
Is that a daily sacrifice for you, man? Or is it like a lifestyle that you're enjoying?
I'm enjoying it. So it's not really even a sacrifice, you know. Being able to change, you know, what I was eating and everything I was doing, it has put me in a better position where I can sleep better, I can think more clearly, and I'm just able to, you know, go out there and fight at a, you know, higher level and at a better performance, you know, for myself, instead of just feeling like, you know, I got to end the fight early, you know, just in case I hope I don't gas out. Now I just want to be able to fight 15 minutes all the way out, you know, and just show everybody, man, I can just keep going and keep going.
Talk about the matchup here you have with Alex Morono, a guy that's been around for a while, kind of a gritty veteran. What do you think about him as an opponent?
I think he cool. You know, he got a couple decent wins within the organization. He's done, you know, enough to stay in the organization. So my biggest thing is just showing that there's levels to this game. Even though he's the vet and he's been around for a minute, I just want to show him that, hey, at the end of the day, bro, it's a whole different ball game when you fighting a person like me, definitely at this level, and that, you know, pretty much gonna get Alex out of there, you know, as soon as I step into that cage.
You know? Did I read correctly that you're doing an open workout later today?
Yeah, man, I'm doing an open workout at Fight Capital. Yeah, at Fight Capital. I didn't pretty much do a lot of promoting for it, which is crazy. I feel like this is not even a fight week for me. It doesn't even feel like a fight week. I think everything that happened just like this, you know, just even seeing the UFC post about it, you know, it just happened so quick. So I still haven't felt like no type of nerves, no type of feeling of whatever. You know, so I really got to focus and get my mind right. But, yeah, I'm doing an open workout at Fight Capital.
Very nice. Last thing for me, pick up another big win here. Try to squeeze something in before the end of the year? Do you start looking towards next year? What's the plans for the win here?
I mean, it all depends on the UFC and what they trying to do. But, yeah, I would love to get another one. You know, depending on how this fight go, which I think it's going to go my way. Definitely trying to squeeze in one more, probably in December.
Hey, Joaquin, what do you think of Sean Strickland's title win?
I think it was dope, you know, the champ that we needed right now. You hear me? And, you know, Sean is definitely shaking up the game, you know, just with his personality alone. But it showed you as well, you know, it's all mental, you know, it's all mentality Didn't nobody have Sean pick the win, obviously, with Israel Adesanya being a very dominant, middleweight champion. But Sean was like, fuck that, went over there in Australia, had the mentality that he was like, hey, bro, I'm a, live or die on this, because he walked down Izzy the whole time. And when Izzy just didn't have any type of answer for him, he realized, bro, he's like, bro, I'm about to take this man belt, period. So that actually gives me a lot of motivation myself that I can do the same thing at 170 right now. So, yeah, shout out to Sean, new champ.
Obviously, you got some work in at Extreme Couture in the past. Like, was it just cool seeing him get that belt after training with him?
Yeah, but like I said, bro, it just shows and it gives a lot of people motivation when you're able to be surrounded by people like that, I just trained with a world champion, even with Jamal, when I was with him. It's just when you surround yourself with people that have that presence, it's just like, all right, I can do the same thing. I can be involved and get myself in the same spot if necessary.
The welterweight division finally got that championship fight booked. How do you see that fight going between Leon Edwards and Colby Covington?
Oh, it just got booked? I don't know, bro. To be honest with you, it don't make any sense to me. To put some respect on his name, Bilal Muhammad should definitely, been fighting for the belt, Colby Covington, be honest with you, I can't even remember the last fight he had. I really can't remember, like, who did he fight last? I'm going to ask y'all a question. Who did he fight last? I can't remember. So regardless of that, I feel like Bilal Muhammad should have definitely been up next to fight for the belt. So I don't really know how that Leon and Colby Covington fight goes. But I'd rather have seen Bilal fight for that title.
Awesome. Thanks, man.
Joaquin, anyone that knows about you or follows you knows how adamant you are about fighting Jack Della Maddalena. Have you two had any discussions?
Nah, man, be honest with you, bro. And now we finna turn up because, thank you, bro, because you asked a good question. These dudes don't want to promote the fight. And be honest with you, I wanted to promote this whole time with Alex, but he gave me nothing. He ain't got no personality. He ain't got no character. And I feel like a lot of these fighters, man, when they come out here, they get mad because, oh, man, they not showing me doing this. They not showing my highlights. But what are you doing to promote the fight? And I feel like I've been doing it like so often with, whether it's the Chris Curtis fight, whether it's the Nasser Dean fight, whether it's Albert Duraev. I put in so much promotion, but these other fighters don't give me nothing back, which make me not even want to do it, Because it's just like, what's the point if the other person in front of me doesn't want to try to help sell this fight too? Because we trying to get everybody to watch this. We on a Grant Dawson and Bobby Green, no disrespect to them card, but how many people coming to see that main event? Just to even watch it. They only gonna watch it because it's the UFC, bro, and people just used to it, But what are these fighters doing to help promote? So JDM, I'm really not tripping off of him, because he's not the type of fighter to try to promote himself and put himself in a bigger position. That's it.
Is there another guy in the division that you think would match your energy in terms of that type of flow?
Kevin Holland. All day. Kevin Holland would definitely match my flow with that, but it's not a lot of fighters that's willing to promote themselves because, in my honest opinion, they don't really believe in themselves, truthfully.
Fair enough. And I was just curious for my last one. Two of your former opponents, Nasruddin Imavov and Chris Curtis, fought each other not too long ago and ended in a no contest. What did you make of that fight?
It wasn't much to make of it, to be honest with you. Nasruddin did a stupid thing. I think he either poked him in the eye or headbutt. So that was his fault. But I don't have much thoughts on that fight though.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for taking the time.
Yeah.
Let me circle back to what you're talking about with Hero. Let's just say in a perfect world you could send out a press thing type of release or speak to the people watching this later. How would you like somebody to help you promote a fight? What's the guideline? What you want them to do?
With the fighter?
Yeah, with anybody.
Just my biggest thing. Well, anybody just repost and just pay attention. But as a fighter, as another, athlete, at the end of the day, we work together. We all helping each other. Even though we go in there and we fight each other and we try to, embarrass each other, whatever, knock each other out. At the end of the day, bro, we getting paid with one another. So let's try to get as much money as we can. And the thing is, that's how we get money is by people viewing us. So my biggest thing is to my opponents, my future opponent, to this opponent, is, bro, talk that shit you be talking in the cage or in the, with your coach in the gym, but talking on media. Post about it. You talk about you believe in yourself and what you've been doing, speak about it. And that's how you promote it, And we're going to see about who's, telling the truth at the end of the day.
And you figure with people having the platforms now that didn't exist before,
It'd be easy work.
crazy. With
It'd be easy work, and people want to get mad at Jake Paul or Logan Paul and doing what they doing. And yeah, they goofballs. I ain't gonna lie, but they talk about it and they promote themselves very well. And I feel like every fighter can learn from that and put themselves in a way better position.
I mean, the fact that we just brought them up says they're doing something right.
Exactly.
We were talking to John about feeling good and in preparation, the weight, everything. So obviously you don't have to get ready if you stay ready.
Yeah.
How good is it to just be dialed in? Are you even telling some teammates like, man, you got to come eat right like I do. You got to kind of like follow my blueprint because I got it figured out.
Well, to be honest with you, it's not a blueprint to this. You know, it's whatever you feel that matches your body type. You know, what you eat, because what I'm eating might not work for the next individual. They might not be able to cut the weight the same. You know, so everybody's different. It's the science behind it, but it takes time and patience, whatever, to really figure out what works best for you, definitely when you're trying to make a weight cut. At the end of the day, what we're doing is not natural. We depleting our bodies at the end of the day. I'm still depleting myself, you know, to get to where I'm at. So with all that being said, you have to figure out what works best for you at the end of the day.
If I can ask, what is your diet? Like vegan?
Oh, no, that's not vegan. My biggest thing is I don't eat any red meat. Don't eat no steak, anything of that nature. I feel like because at the time when I was eating that, when I was at 185, it was hard to burn, you know, at the end of the day. So I removed that, and I only have salmon, fish, as well as chicken. Chicken is my primary like protein that I have. And other than that, all my greens, whether it's, you know, avocados, spinach, you know, Brussels sprouts, bro, you know, asparagus, whatever, anything green, bro, I'm eating it. And but it's nothing crazy. Like, it's nothing like to the point where it's a keto diet or it's a whatever. It's like my biggest thing is whatever makes you feel comfortable and makes you feel good and to be able to cut that weight. So I eat a lot of fruit, you know, to rehydrate myself. You know, instead of just drinking Gatorade or drinking Prime or whatever, you know, I eat a lot of watermelon, kiwis, strawberries, and stuff like that to help rehydrate my body. A lot of melons and everything of that nature. But, you know, like I said, you got to find out what works for you at the end of the day.
That's awesome, man. Thank you for that. I mean, if I could follow those steps, I might take my shirt off in the middle of the day, too.
Yeah, no, most of them, man. Like I said, bro, I work too hard, you know, to not show it off. My biggest thing is, you know, everybody want to think this stuff just comes out of nowhere, man. I've been working like this for a good 2 years. You know, for me, like, to get to where I'm at right now, a good 2 years with the camp that I'm with now, with my team, Murcielago, with Justin Hardick, Nick Simmons. That's my team. And, you know, we worked real hard to put me in position, man, to show the world that I'm going to be the greatest welterweight fighter of all time.
That's what's up. And last for me, with your opponent, you mentioned 15 minutes. I know Alex can give you that 15 minutes. When you got that contract or your manager were talking, what was the reaction like? Oh, okay, like we can match up good with Morono.
I don't really concern myself with my opponents no more. Like, it's not a competition to me, right? It's just as long as I got somebody to, you know, step in the cage with, bro, we got a dance going on. So it doesn't matter if it was Alex Morono. It doesn't matter if it was JDM. It don't matter if it was Kevin Holland. It don't matter who it is. As long as I got somebody to fight, we good to go.
Excellent. Well,
Yes,
good luck
sir.
on Saturday. Can't wait to see it.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.